Hi, this is Jerry Wilkes, the Log Boss. And right now, we're getting a lot of questions about what's the best kind of wood, what's the best style log, which style would be the best for somebody to use, which style is the cheapest, which style is the easiest to construct. So basically the log homes in the southeast are built from southern yellow pine, white pine, cypress, white cedar, or standing dead lodgepole pine. Some homes are actually built out of poplar or oak, but they're not a wood of choice for this area. The cypress has cypressine, and cypressine in itself is an insect deterrent. That's not as big a deal in today's log homes as it was a few years ago. Now that we have the borate treatments, almost all log homes can be protected from insects. The biggest thing when you're talking about a log home that you need to understand is it's not so much the log style, the corner style that's important, but how you protect your logs. Do you have porches? Do you have extended overhangs? These are the things that will help save your log home and cut down on the maintenance, wear and tear. If you don't have these, then you're going to spend more money to maintain your home. If you keep a log dry, nobody knows how long it'll last, but it'll outlive everybody here on earth. So that's one of the things that we're talking about today is what kind of log to use, what style corner to use, what log system to use, and we're going to go through a couple of different things here. First, I'd like to start off with what we call our 8-inch round log. This log was developed by Alex Boatrock. It's actually turned on a lathe. The log is 8 inches around, and it has the Swedish cope, which means it fits right down on the other log, and then we groove the top of the log, and then the tongue fits inside of here. A lot of people don't understand why we do that, but if you take this log, you've got a lot of good things going for it. One is the corners sit on top of each other. Notice down through here, the corners here and here. You don't have any space for water to accumulate. Also, as water sheds, and it comes off here, it drops down to here, and it doesn't go back into your crack. So you don't have any place for water to get into between the logs and cause problems with rot and decay and that kind of stuff. We use southern yellow pine because white pine is actually too soft to turn on a lathe, and it doesn't make a very good round log. Okay, let's go back to our round log here for just a minute and show you a couple of things. When we talk about a saddle notch corner is a corner that actually saddles over the other log. This log is notched out so that it fits right down on the top of this log and goes across this one. Now, this is the most stable corner of all log systems. It's easy to seal. We put a asphalt impregnated in this groove here that comes across the top of the log here that seals off the corners, and that makes the house weatherproof, waterproof, and airtight. If you don't do that, you're going to end up with a lot of air infiltration in your corners. The other thing is when you're talking about how we put the logs together, we fill this groove here with seal that comes from Permachink, and we put about a 3/8 inch bead in there. So when this tongue comes down, it actually mashes this sealant out and helps seal this log off, which creates an anti-airflow system. So when you put this corner together, this is the same log home that was shipped to Japan in 1986 for earthquake test. Out of all the different styles of houses, the pagodas, the post and beam, rock, concrete block, all of those, this is the only log system that held up 48 hours on the earthquake test. Now, what does that relate to you? What does that mean to you? Well, during Hugo, we had 4 houses over in South Carolina that did not come apart. they were still there when all the houses around them were gone. And in Homestead, Florida, we had 2 houses that survived the hurricanes down there. In Louisiana, we had a house that survived Katrina. These are things that don't know if I can guarantee that the house will stay there, but I can guarantee you'll be safer in one of these than you will anything else out there at this time, unless you're underground in a pipe or something. But when this house is locked together with this 7-notch corner, goes together just like that. You've got a 6-inch overhang on each side. We use what's called a log boss screw. We screw down through there. This corner is as tight as anything on the market out there today. So this is the southern yellow pine log that we actually make at the mill down in Rail, Georgia. So that's just want to give you a little bit of information about the logs and what's going on there. We'll be covering the Appalachian style and cypress in the next series.